逃げと来たかな。大丈夫かな。マイクの音を拾ってますか。 OK だね。よしよしよしよし。ミュートにしてない、ミュートにしてない。よいしょ。じゃあ、これで、やっていきます。まあ、いよいよ、進めちゃいますよと。
Hey Gaia, I'm back.
So I see what is on your
はい、
mind.
見に行こう。
Okay, people. It's time to head
OK,
out.
people.
I'll get everyone together.
いいね。後ろにいるの誰だ。誰もいないのか。ベータが乗ってる。バイバイエレンド。なんだよエレンド。ターロ片手。敵はあのまま。おお、3人いった。ゾウとワールとベータと最後自分機械乗せてるだけかな。どうだベータ、綺麗だろ日本は。日本、世界は無視してくれた。優しい。そんなんね、ある一人で動いてたらもうパーンっつって襲ってきてた。多分絶対。俺が一回間違えて入ってきてる意味じゃないこれ。パルスジェネレーターこれ。パルジェネパルジェネパルジェネ。
Connections in place.
てか今更だけどさ、あいつらさ、
Loading up.
このなんだっけフォーカスのさ通信とか普通にできそうじゃない。向こうの方が技術力だろ。
Aloy, I am fully installed on this core and ready to connect to the Cauldron network.
It's good to hear your voice. Errand, everyone. Fire your pulses and sound off.
I'm at my cauldron. This thingy, it's blinking. Did I do it right? In position at my cauldron. My pulse generator is blinking also.
That means they're working. I'm in position and mine is too. Mine as well.
Okay. Radio silence
well.
until I give the all clear. Signing off.
何それ何そ
Gaia, let's cage the beast.
れ。Catch the beast.
Connecting to the Cauldron network now.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance. Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance.
Activating
Clearance
Omega
confirmed. Initiating containment sequence.
お、デバイスとす。
Lock it down!
Terminating external connections.
It's working. It's got nowhere to go. Wait, what's that?
Malware detected. Attempting to compensate.
It's cracked.
Look!
逃げた。
Autonomous defenses. Directive neutralize.
That means machines are on their way. Get ready.
Here they come!
戦闘だね。ちょっと待ってね。ごめんなさい。お水取ってきます。ちょっと一回。 さあ、やっていきますよ。誰がやってくるのさ。
We're spotted.
It's fallen.
優しくなんてしてあげられないよ。ベヒーモスはフォースローダーか。でもイベントバトルだからね、見えない。間に落とさないと。出れた。これね、多分ね、ほんと戦ってる間に取らないとね、いいですよ。戦ってるつもりなんだけど、ラベジャーっぽいの来た。
We're safe, Aloy.
Get
欲しい
back.
な。
I'm gonna take this one out.
結構俺が戦わないとお前ら無理だろ。
Aloy,
そう思ってる。
help!
ヘルプ言う
Over
と。
here, you.
待て。
We're still in this fight.
ワンバイワン。ちょっとこれは使うしかない。うるさい。周り。まだ追加できた？違う、ラベジャーだ。
Hold on!
手パスとかやばいやろ。まるで俺が戦ってないみたいなこと言われるから。納得いく。
Right away from Beta.
いいよ、もうそういうの。
Stay back.
よいしょ。オーバーライドできたんか。失敗した。それは間違えたわ。こいつまで死んでなかったの？それをミスったわ。
That's all of them for now. Check on Beta and Varl.
なんだ、2体だけか。
I can get it from my stash later.
出るでしょ、きっと。ラベジャー砲まだ終わんないと思うんだよね、これだけじゃ俺は。敵が止まらん、マジで。それはこっから申し訳ない。ストローダーしっかり取れてるからベヒーモス割ともういらないかも。回復がだいぶ不安かな。それ以外は重要な役張ってくれるのはあと神かな。神にでもなるつもりか。ここでいいかな。回復もここら落ちてないかな。回復が欲しいんだけどな。できれば。なさそうだよね。
You two okay?
Still breathing.
Aloy,
You're breathing.
Hephaestus can't escape, but it must have fled deeper into the facility. I'll drive it back here.
そうなるよね。
I'll get the cracked core fixed in the meantime.
直せんだ。
Keep her safe, Varl.
All my life.
If horse save fall. あんまり歩いて意味なかったけど。まあ。おお、びっくりしたー。そんなところにそんなトラップ置いていくなよ。よいしょ。
I'm gonna chase after Hephaestus. Force it out of wherever it's hiding. Make it retreat to the core.
Go. はい。 18の3。
You don't, Hephaestus! I'll find another way over.
ここどこ？全然わかんない。どういうこと？急に滑空してちゃいけないよね、これ。滑空してここに行く以外ここなさそうだわ。
Going.
いや、無理だわ。
Aloy, I'm patched into your focus feed. You should know there's a huge power draw coming from the next chamber.
Nice, man.
Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there.
I'm almost there. Really? I don't think so. いや、咳が。水飲む。 はい、すいません。喉がね、ちょっとよろしくね。
It's some kind of production chamber. Festus is up to something, all right?
What kind of machine is it trying to build?
I don't know, but I'm gonna shut it down. I bet those metal carriers will lead me to where it's getting materials from.
I bet that's where Festus is hiding too.
どういうこと？輸送装置ちょっとチケットとこれ。最後のバトルフィールドはここだけど、まずはエフェバイストを探しに奥に行くと。ここら辺にある素材はあんまり今取らない方がいいな。ということでしょう。回復はもう
Find where Festus is hiding. Looks like there are a couple of ways I could go.
素材庫か。
Oh, that doesn't sound good. Machines are making a beeline for another chamber. I better follow them.
Aloy, I've managed to rewire most of the components in the core, but the energy processor's cracked. Without a way to fabricate another, there's no way I can fix it.
Okay, let me think. What if you bypass the processor? Connect it to...
The power node. I think that could work.
I think it could.
素晴らしい。
Should be able to catch a ride on one of those metal carriers.
いいね、なんかでもこう普段一人でさ、アーロイが一人でやってられるけど、まあ今も割となんかアーロイのそのね、脳は相当一人で活躍してる感もあるけど、でもなんか周りで一緒にこう味方が動いてくれてるっていうのはなんかそれはそれで面白いね。なんか相手も取り逃した感はあるけど、まあいいと思います。何したもんなかったと思う。
Just a little... Okay. I'll drive Festus out of here.
There should be a node you can override near the central platform.
エレベーターやってたんだけど、
I should take these
敵がいらっ
machines
しゃいま
first.
したね。よっ、あー見たよこっちお前は。おい、内産者神経だぜ。でもね、なんだろう、尻尾持ってないリープラッシュって違っちゃったっけ。ほら、同じ。いわゆる用なしでした。ごめんなさい。申し訳ない。申し訳なかったと思っている。何も見ないでポンポンポンっていっちゃう。工作はしない。おお、あっちょいいらっしゃいましたね。いらっしゃいましたね。よいしょ。そんな余裕はないか。とりあえずちょこそう。来た。ここで飛んでったんさ、あいつ。敵いんの知ってんだよ。さっきなんか歩いてたから。動いてんの。これいた。割れてないか。あ、落ちちゃった。ブレックはちょっと腕欲しかったな。強化されてなかったな。じゃあ強化されてるから見てからあれか。あ、取れるかも。わからんね。フリバイストス。セカンダリディフェンスを展開。すぐに点滅してやる。
Oh, great. More machines on the way.
まあそれやね。
Beta! Hephaestus has locked me out of the node. Any ideas?
Any ideas?
I'll see what I can do.
よろしく。
Increase power up
敵はどこだ？
to 5 7.
あれだらしい。あー、近い近い、攻撃してきてる、攻撃してきてる。来ないでほしい。これって別にでも楽しい素材ないやん。うわ、上手。今のは確かに間一髪受けられた感じがある。おお、引っ張られた。おお、すげえすげえすげえすげえ、そんなことできるんだ。ああ、やばいやばいやばい。これやばい。これはやばい。これはやばい。自ら地獄にいるみたいだ。逃げ場がない。おーっと、さすがにあれだけじゃないのか、敵は。やばいね、これ。回復多めに取りすぎたな、俺が。何やってる？ OK。よいしょ。確実にやっていかないとやられるのは俺だ。結構ね、実はね、強いんだよね。なんでじゃないんだよ。もう分かってる。足重点的にやったもん。いけるのかどうか知らない。オッケー、堀吉。おう、来ましたね。プラウドホーン、グリムホーン。この愛らしい角をいただいていきますよ。何型？ノーマル？どこ型？ノーマルだな。そうか。じゃあしっかりちょっとできるだけ狙えるかな？しんないけど。ここに行ったらどうなの？へへへ。連続線を見るつもりだった。そんな言わなかった。
Got them all.
Right.
I tapped into the core's network hub. I managed to disrupt Festus' control of the node.
What?
You should be able to override it now.
Nice.
Thanks.
Thanks.
よ盛り上がってきてるよ俺は。グリムホーン使えそうです。ほら。あれこっち側に飛んだのはダメ。取らせてくれない。ダメか。1個だけかじゃあ。壊したような気がしてたけどダメだったか。はい、しょうがない。ここからオーバーライドできてないからオーバーライドまですればいいのか。アゲイン。よいしょ。素材区画キャスター11で撤退。パージ不可能。よし、不可能だぞ。
It sounds like it fled to another chamber.
Well, I better not get comfortable.
Comfortable.
energy containment failed safes.
やばいやばい、これビリビリで死んでまうや。
Right. Festus covered the floor with lightning. I gotta find a way
だ。
over
ぶ
it.
ね。
Aloy, more machines keep coming. Please tell me you're getting close.
I'm working on it. I've been smashing through a lot of machines on my
ど
side
っちだ？
too.
I guess Aaron's missing out.
Anyway, I'm making progress on the bypass, but I need something to hold the cycling module together.
Maybe a ligament from one of the machine carcasses?
Right? Or some luminous braiding.
And you could reinforce it with a conversion cylinder.
For increased connectivity. I think we can do this, Aloy.
めっちゃ興奮してるやん、ベータ。アロイがどれだけ素材がない状態で頑張ってきたのかよくわかるね。なんかこう大企業に勤めてたエンジニアがさ、こう町工場がこうなんちゅうの、地道な努力でコツコツとこう積み上げてきたものに感動してるみたいな。わかんないけど、マリー・アントワネット的なね。ファンがなきゃケーキ食やええやんみたいなさ、 分からんけど、そういう感覚だよ。なんかね、そんなので代用できるのみたいな。俺は好き。この低いとこから届くっけ。レール、あのレール、どのレール、これかい？これって言ってる？はい、越えられそう。いくよーん。何もさなくていいんだよね。もうちょっと行くかなと思ったら。やばいやばいやばい。か、こいつはもうパシンパシンにするか。あー、大変。呼ばれた。これ呼ばれた。これ確実にダメ。大丈夫かな。撃たれとるわ。何かが飛んできてる。バイスクノートは別にいらない。ホッジャンプと何でもいい。じゃないけどヘドロくれるんだ。素晴らしい。肉が欲しい。間違ったな。今の回復は失敗した。気がここ結構広いからまだ湧いてきそうだな。確かに。うわ、こっちゃダメだ。ネットエクス機がない。自立防衛システムを展開。来てる。
Oh, here we go again.
That doesn't sound good. I'll try to get your access back.
よろしく。ファイヤーベローバックか。別にさっき必要ねえからって言えば必要ねえな。ことはごめん。ファイヤーでしょ。氷が弱いでしょ。まだいる。ゴーストライダー。やばい。ごめん、狭い。こいつ尻尾持ってる。それは欲しい。どれだ。よし、OK。
Node access restored. Now you can operate.
Good work.
ナイスフォローだよ、あんたたち。やっぱご飯買ってくるべきだったな。まあ。 がね、多分今支柱1個しかないんだよね。尻尾拾った俺。拾ったつもりでいるんだけど。魚って何個あったんだよ。バイバイ。逃げれないわよ。ああ、ですか、生存確一絶対。
Okay. Festus is running out of places to hide.
Aloy? I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber. Something big is happening.
Something big.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
Something growing.
Festus was building. It must have finished it.
It's powerful.
ああ、なんだろう。
Whatever it is. I'm almost done with the core repairs. Should we come to you? Maybe I could distract the machine if...
大丈夫だって言うんだろう。
No, Bill. Just stay where you are, okay? Handling the machine's my job.
ミューにし
Be safe.
Seized Cauldron G, disrupted
あは
Cauldron.
カッパをこうだからこれまでマーク1ってロータースパインか。でもね、今のね、俺の武器としてはね、相性悪くないんですよ。
Things on its legs are glowing. I think it's charging up.
ロータースパインはね、大丈夫。4型とか書いてる。
It's charging. It's covered in plasma.
大丈夫だよ。
It's done.
この武器と相性いいのさ。 氷が弱い
There
って
should
言
be
われて。
one more note to override.
Good. Stand by. I'm sending Hephaestus back to you.
敵がマジで相性良くてよかった。Good。そんな強くない。そんな強くないことはないけど。2回戦ってことで、戦い方が分かってて、ちゃんとやっぱ属性入れるの大事ですね。
No more
氷
hiding,
が得意。
Hephaestus.
OK、戻った。戻ろう戻ろう。
Got it. Hephaestus is
Got
back in
it.
the core.
Make sure it stays there.
いい
I'm
ぞいい
heading
ぞ。
back.
スムーズじゃない
Then we can start the merge.
？30分
Because
ぐら
of
い
you,
だった。
Beta.
いい。ポンポン
I'm
ポン。
glad you came
そんなもん
along. And you, Varl.
バー。
We couldn't have done any of this without you.
Right back at you, Aloy.
かっこいいんだよな、バル。バルいいやつマジで。バルいなかったらね、ホビドンウエストはね、成り立たんかったよ、絶対。これこっちじゃん。こっちもヒュンってやればいいんじゃん。違う。こっちじゃん。こっちなの。大丈夫だった？機械の残骸が見えないわ。
The bypass is done. The core is stable. Hephaestus is 100% contained.
お、100%。
And we better get started with the
2
merge.
ポイントゲット。
It's all set up. Gaia, establish the link, please.
ガイアに任せりゃいいのか。カルジェネレーターはいいの？カルジェネさんやってもらってたの？
To complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus's malicious code. Carefully.
青になってる、青になってる、青になってる、青になってる。アルもやれる。合ってるか？アルの腕合ってるか？ あれもなんか速くなってきた。ダンスみたいな。パラパラというか。パルスジェネレーターいいね、パルジェネさん。ドロインってなってる。クルーク。シュインシュイン。ダウンウィング見て喜んどるやん。ダウンウィング投げてほら遊んどるやん。データだろうけど。ええんかそれで。オペラさん違う。ゼニさん。ああ、ジェラルド。
You cost us quite a lot of time.
ショーワルトも。はい、ドーン。ぬるい、その時ぬるい。
Eric, get Beta.
ベータ連れてかれちゃう。
Squash that bug while you're
おお、ウジ虫とはよく言ってくれたもんだ。いけ、いいぞバール、ナイスバール。よし、あ、当たった当たった。
Get behind me.
当てないんだな、多分物理じゃ。
Come on, quit screwing around.
Now we're having fun, right?
頑張れバール。あー、バール。バール刺された。さあさあ、約束を守れるか。約束守れ、アロイ。
Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport.
アロイ。
Tilda!
あ、ティルダなんだ。
Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing? Stop her!
ティルダだった。
Can't even see her!
ティルダの裏切りじゃん。さあどうなる。楽しくなってきたよ。
ベータ。
ベラ拠点っぽくない？
フォロ
ファールも直せんじゃないの、ティルダいるなら。高度な医療技術持ってる人どうせ。引っ込みたくなる気持ちはまあ当然理解するけど。
Where am I?
そう。
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you. I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe.
ほんと
The others
すげえ
can't
施設見
detect
つけ
us
たじゃん。
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't
It
sure
must be
if
Tilda.
Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs.
それは
When
ね
you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast.
breakfast。
Okay.
さてどうなる？アーロイのそのなんだ奥にある傷みたいなのはまあ直せんけど、外傷は直せても良さそうな気がするんだけどな。あ、むしろダメなのか。どうなんだろう。あ、でも欠損した臓器くらいは作れそうじゃないなんか。
What is this?
ね、ほら
Just a
芸
few
術品
favorites
か。
from my collection. Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world. Take a
Helene
look,
to
if you like. I'm Curious to hear your impressions.
エレミア、レン
My friend is dead.
ブランドン・ファンレイン。
Beta and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can find in art, or the insight we might gain.
調べるってこう
My
いう調べ
favorite
る。
pairing. On the
Oh!
left
フェル
is
メールじゃん。
Woman Reading a Letter by Vermeer, a true master. And on the right is a forgery. Woman Reading Music, which fooled experts into believing it was a priceless original. Early in my career, I became fascinated
Juanes
with
Vermeer.
such deceptions. Eventually, I developed scanning software that could detect fakes with unparalleled accuracy.
なるほどな。
Is that how you made enough money to buy your way onto the Odyssey?
Oh no. I made my real fortune later. Celine and Endymion. She's
こ
the
れ絵は知
goddess
ってる
of
けど、
the
セレーレとエミディオン。
whereas he's a simple shepherd. Beside her is
Ah,
the god of
So
Cupid.
she's
セレーレと
sneaking up
キュ
on
ーピ
him?
ッドがいて、セレーレとエ
love. Or
ミディ
like visiting him in secret. The torch that Cupid bears represents Celine's
オン。永遠
undying
の恋
infatuation
心の
with
現れ
him.
がこれ。
Though the two must remain apart, her
これ何
love
二人とも
will
女性な
never
の？い
burn.
や、別にそうでもないか。この方おっぱいあるけど、こうやって男性っぽい。これもさっきの
This
あれ
is Rembrandt painting Jeremiah,
レン
a
ブラン
man in mourning.
Morning
ト。これもレンブラント？あ、
His home,
メーヘレ。
the ancient city of Jerusalem.
サーレム。
He foresaw its impending doom but could do nothing to prevent it.
へえ。
So instead, he saved its treasures from destruction just as I saved these works. You could say we're kindred spirits.
なるほど。ダモン豆腐。どれ？レンブラント・ファンレイン。も
A
うわかんない
portrait
な
of。the painter, Rembrandt's son Titus, depicted in the habit of a monk.
レンブラント・ファンレイン。
Why would someone like you, infinite resources,
確
care
かに、
about
フ
this
ァンレイ
painting
ン。
of
息子なんだね。あ、レンブラントの息子って言って書いてるわ。
It's not the image itself, but the feeling it conveys. The face is bright and defined, but his eyes are downcast, heavy with misfortune. And the background seems to swallow all light. The painting is
タイがどしどし歩い
infused
てる
with the sense of loss.
I guess I understand how the painter feels.
わかるか気持ちなんか。レンブラント・ファンレインが好きなのかい？
Rembrandt's The Night Watch, by far the most famous painting my homeland ever produced.
い
It
や
was
ー、芸術の
commissioned
知識
to
があれ
honor
ば
a
ここはテンシ
militia
ョンが上が
made
るん
up
だ
of
ろうな。
influential citizens.
I guess you must have been an influential citizen.
In my day. But not as influential as you've been in this new world.
まだあるね。
The Gust,
ウィリ
by
アム・ファ
Willem
ン
van
デ
de
ベル
Velde,
ト。
the most famous of his many maritime paintings.
A ship crossing into the unknown. I guess you're familiar with that.
Indeed, which is why I appreciate this composition in particular. Though waves and wind threaten to destroy the ship, it perseveres, clinging to the light even as darkness closes in all around it.
今ちょっと書いておきます。あ、無理か。はいはいはい、どうもどうも。ちょっとフェルメールのやつだけ写メ撮っておきました。あ、いや、絵画を調べる任意がまだ終わっちょらん。バッカス。安心でございますよ。アダム・ファン・フィアナ。水差し。
Stunning, isn't it? paintings weren't the only masterpieces of my people's golden
本時
age.
代の名作
This is Von Vianen's Leaded
フ
Ewer,
ァンフィアネン
molded from a
写真
single sheet of silver.
それはすごいね
What was it
これを
for?
1枚のあれで使ったの
How like Elizabeth you are. Function over form. Its practical purpose was less important than its meaning. Von Vianen created it in honor of his late brother, who himself was a famous silversmith.
Memorial.
メ
Yes.
モリア
Such beauty from sorrow.
悲しみから生まれる美
Done so soon?
すいません
I've got more
芸術の
important
ことを
things
知
to
らなく
worry
て
about.
We both do. There is much we are trying to save. Not the least of which is in that vault.
人類
There's
の宝を
nothing
楽しむ
wrong
ことが
with
とても大
savoring
切でしょ
such
いや、イエス
treasures
イエ
for
ス
a
です
moment more. Or come upstairs and we'll get down to business. Your choice.
何まだなんかあんのもう全部見たよ一応いいねやつはピッてなくなってますよ
There you are. Feeling better? How did you find us? At the cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I
そうだね
see. Well,
確かに
suffice it to say, we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it
な
at
るほ
some
どね
point.
まあそうか向こうもそこは
Your
分かって
ruse
てか
didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious
Na
when I
ruhodo, na
brought you
ruhodo.
out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit.
どうすんのジェラルドとエリックひるんだだけで何ができたんアーロイ一人を連れ去ったってことご飯食べるのまだあんたたち
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta, in the data channel you shared.
わかるんかい
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
Please this way
After
You know me,
everything
Bob.
your people have done, you think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them. And live with them for
確
1,000
かに
years.
1000年も一緒にい
before
て
coming
仲
back.
間だと思ってねってなかなかすごいね
So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Quite simply, this.
誰の
My old focus. You repaired it? But that means you've seen.
Incredible things. What you've
Incredible
accomplished in 2 decades of life.
うんうん
1,000 years at my back, and I haven't even come close.
かっこいいねロスト
I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand, to be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity. Watching all this shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it all, I want is to help you.
うん
Even
心が
if
あ
it
る
means stopping your friends.
Especially so. Please, sit down.
気に座れよあーとかなりそうやんまあならんだろうけどさ
There.
どこまでが自分の体なの
That's
頭以外は全部自分の体じゃないのかな
Now, we must
Yeah,
recover
mucho
Beta
yo no
and
creo.
Gaia at all costs. By now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to
ガ
reboot
イアも
Earth's
持ってかれてん
biosphere,
のか
remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
うん
Not if I stop it
Naruhodo.
first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board the ship.
アポロの
A
データベースね。
complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia, we could do everything Elizabeth wanted. Heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world, uplift them,
それは素晴らしいね。
create the world she imagined.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
ああ、あいつか。
Silence.
うんうん。
Oh, he's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Yeah. Regala and her rebels.
Even now, she's preparing a final march on the Tanakh capital. When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control. Hundreds of warriors and machines.
問題はいっ
to
ぱいあるな。
defend the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course. But it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him, along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything, except you and me.
どういうこと？
You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way, one that only I know about, while Silence and my friends are busy battling each other. We'll take back Beta and Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
うん、やっぱそうなるかい。やっぱりそうなるよね。他に
You
方
said
法があ
Beta's
る。
not in urgent danger, so what are the Zeniths doing to her?
Putting her to work. Merging Hephaestus with Gaia. A difficult, time-consuming task, as I'm sure you know. They will compel her if need be. But her life is not in danger. She's the only one who can do it.
Because you people made her to be nothing but a tool.
Gerard's idea, not mine. They always viewed me with suspicion when I attempted any form of kindness towards her.
あ、そういうことだ
That's
な。
why I created the data channel. A virtual place where we could speak in peace.
あ、そうだな。
So this channel you shared with Beta, none of the other Zeniths ever found out about it.
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all of us. Even after 1,000 years, he still can't imagine that I would outwit him. The channel allowed me to interact with Beta away from their mistrustful eyes. It offered us a chance to be ourselves.
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes, though it pained me. I was worried that our meetings would do her more harm than good.
She felt like you tossed her aside.
I was afraid the others would find out and punish her. She may not have had the comforts of friendship anymore, but at least I ensured she was safe. I know it seems harsh, but you must believe that her well-being has always been paramount to me.
そうっぽいくも聞こえ
How
るし
did you
って
make the
感じだ
data channel look like this place?
I built this house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place. Not just for me, but for the art stored below. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being
ま
drummed
あ
into her.
価値があるんだな、芸
I'm
術には。
sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
Beta told me your colony was destroyed. That you came back to Earth because you had nowhere else to go.
It's true. After we reached our destination, a planet in the Sirius star system, we spent decades building a new home. The physical constraints of Earth, the boundaries of mortality, gone. To think of what we
なん
could
で
have
それで
done.
ダメになったの？
It might have been a utopia. Instead, we stagnated, absorbed in effortless comforts and virtual realities. It took a cataclysm to finally yank us out of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive geological event. We knew of instabilities in the planet core, but we underestimated them. By the time the collapse was upon us, it was too late to stop it. Only a few of us made it to the ship in time. We set course for Earth, the only safe harbor left to us.
Which you decided to make unsafe for anyone else.
Not me. Gerard. He believes it's better to wipe the canvas clean than work around the smudges. No more primitive tribes, no more combat machines, only a blank slate to do with as he
それができて
pleases.
何が嬉しいんだ？
But we will stop him. All we have to do is get into that base.
南にあったあの基地なのかな、やっぱり。
What exactly is your plan to sneak into the Zenith base?
We will make use of a lesson I learned from an early age. Always know your exits. In this case, a place where Gerard's new construction meets the ancient foundation, a passage that only I can access. When Silence flings his army at the base, we will enter through this back door, bypassing most of the fighting. The distraction will provide us with a window in which to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Once we're inside the base, where will we find Beta and Gaia?
大体中心だよね、決まりは。
Here in the command center. By then, Gaia will have been reunited with all of its subordinate functions, including Hephaestus.
What about the alpha build of Apollo on your ship?
A simple matter of recovery once the others have been dealt with. With that in hand, we'll have everything we need to make this world as it should be.
むしろこいつらが持ってきたその他の副次機能までも取れちゃうってことか。よくできてるね、そういう意味ではね。
He isn't the only one adept at spyware.
You hacked his focus?
No, he's too careful for that. But his subordinates? Not so much. He gave additional focuses to the tribals he branded the Sons of Prometheus.
The ones working with Regala.
By tapping their focuses, I learned about most of his dealings. The distribution of override technology, the arming of Tanakh rebels, and the secret pact with Regala to attack Gerard's base.
But how did he come up with a weapon that can take down your shields?
That's the one thing I haven't been able to figure out, but however he did it, I'm quite certain it will work.
わからなかったんか。
With it in the Tanakh army, victory seems to be within his grasp. Such a shame he'll be disappointed.
なんで切るのかな。
Regala's only interested in killing Hikaru and waging war on the Karja. What does she have to gain by attacking Zenith?
It's the price she must pay for her war. Without the ability to override machines, her little rebellion would have languished in the desert.
So she trades with the Sons of Prometheus. Machines to help her overthrow Hikaru.
In exchange for an assault on the base. Pride has deluded her into
なるほど
thinking
な。
she can actually survive such a battle.
そうなっちゃうと、
And
レ
all
ガーラ
without
は
ever knowing who the Sons
だ
of
と戦えないじ
Prometheus
ゃんね、
really
アロイね。
answer to. Yet for all of Silence's brilliance, still he underestimates you. That blind spot is what
まあ
will
まあ言
allow
っ
us
てる
to
ことは
take
理解で
Beta
きるね。
and Gaia right out from under him.
While hundreds of Tanakh are cut down outside. So you knew Elizabeth. What was she like?
Liz was
まあやっぱそこ気になるよね。
everything she was. I see in you. And more. Your
More.
ingenuity, your determination, your moral compass. You've managed to distill her greatest qualities and make them your
素
own.
晴らしいじゃん。
I'm not asking about me. Tell me about Elizabeth. What was she really like?
The honest answer is that I don't actually know. For all the time that I spent with her, she always kept a part of herself locked away. It was like that from the moment we met.
簡単にね、
So when you met Elizabeth, she was
心は
what?
開いてくれないんです。
Distant, aloof.
Not aloof. Not exactly. It was a summit in Paris about machine learning, a touchy subject in those days, because regulatory authorities were just starting to clamp down on AIs. Liz gave the keynote address. She had already achieved great renown for her work in automated environmental reclamation. But in her address, she was just starting to imagine the next step. An AI-driven system that wouldn't just act on its programming, but actually take responsibility for its sphere of influence.
To care about life, not just follow orders.
Revolutionary stuff. I was fascinated. And I wanted to meet her for a long time. I watched her after her talk. She had spoken with such moral authority, such empathy. But after that, she retreated. I could tell she felt uncomfortable with all of her admirers. It was as if giving the talk had cost her something.
そういう
I
あれが
didn't
あっ
want
た
to be a pest, so I planned my approach carefully.
So how did you finally approach Elizabeth after her talk?
I picked
Yeah,
the right
Jim.
moment. The morning of the next day, right as she came back to the conference, she had just had her coffee. She was fresh, rested. It was like she had braced herself for the onslaught of colleagues. I asked if I could walk with her, then put forth a question about her talk that I thought was intelligent. Her answer made me realize it wasn't, but she was very welcoming. Almost as if we were
仲
previously
良くなれた風じ
acquainted.
ゃん。
It was only halfway through the conversation that I realized she knew exactly who I was. It was quite a shock to me. My business was trafficking in secrets, and I took great pains to protect my anonymity. So that was Liz, perpetually one step ahead. I came to view our meeting as a metaphor for our friendship. She always seemed to know me far better than I knew her.
すごいね、リー
I guess I know the feeling. My old focus. How did you find it, let alone
ザ。確
repair
かに
it?
ね、それも気になる。
When we encountered you at the Hades Proving Lab, Gerard saw you as a redundancy. I knew better. You were a revelation. After your dramatic escape, bravo, by the way. Gerard and Eric assumed you were dead and gave up the hunt. I wasn't so sure. When the others were busy, I returned to the lab and searched for any trace of you.
あの時に落っことしたんか、フォーカス。
Not easy to repair, but certainly worth the effort. As I watched your life unfold, you were like a splash of color on a worn canvas. What Liz was, and more.
Did you show it to the others?
Of course not. It was your actions that inspired me to defy them. It's worth noting that if I hadn't found it and watched its contents, I wouldn't have known to save you at the cauldron.
なるほどな。
You'd be dead,
So I should be grateful.
if you like.
If you mind. あ、お前は
So
かな。
you know all about me. What about you?
What would you like to know?
Well, start with your life on Earth.
When I was 8, terrorists flooded my home city. Thousands drowned, my parents included. I was one of the few who survived. My guardian sent me to boarding school. Among my peers, I was the strange girl, the orphan to be avoided.
Strange
All
girl.
because of circumstances beyond my control.
Oh. So we're a lot alike, huh?
Aren't we? You were an outcast. But you didn't let that stop you from getting what you needed. Neither did I. I climbed my way out of desolation and used my wits to build a fortune. First, from the technical analysis of art and the detection of forgeries. Profitable expertise in those days. But as it turned out, the software I developed was even more useful for counterintelligence. From there, it was only a short step to gathering extremely valuable intelligence on my own.
You were a spy?
More like a service one could turn to for information.
なるほどね。
I had
な
to
るほど、
remain
なるほど、
on
な
this
るほど。
course to protect my
面白いじゃん。
privacy.
しかもそれ一発でリ
But
ズ気づいた
despite
って。
that anonymity, Far Zenith inevitably sought me out.
What happened when Far Zenith approached you?
They painted an irresistible vision of humanity's future. One where we need not fear illness or death, where we explored the furthest reaches of the stars and thrived. It was only later that I realized that they only intended to bequeath this future to the rich and powerful. By the time I finally figured it out, the walls were closing in, Pharaoh's machines were devouring the earth. So I accepted Far Zenith's invitation to a berth on the Odyssey. I wanted Liz to come, but she had nobler plans, as you well know.
So you didn't know the other Zeniths were monsters until it was too late?
I knew some of them were, certainly. It wasn't until we were off-planet that I understood the true scope of their greed. I was grateful to simply be alive, but the others became obsessed with a kind of effortless immortality. They built a colony where machines serviced their every need, where any memory or fantasy could be endlessly savored in virtual reality. It wasn't life. It was stultifying, a pampered dream state. As the decades passed, I withdrew more and more, alone yet again, but this time with eons to consider my mistakes. Now finally, having met you, I feel like I have a second chance.
To do what?
Help you, of course. To fulfill Liz's dream, which isn't so different from Far Zenith's original vision. A better future for humanity.
First Pharaoh, now Hikaru and Litanox. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tanakh survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it.
多いぞ。そして一瞬で開けた。楽しいんだろうぞ。苦しいんだろう。
What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me?
You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold up this extra projection for long. You should have killed me.
No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise. Okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge.
Then I think it can be done.
I'll contact again when it's time. Can you hold on?
As long as I know you're coming for me,
あら素晴らしい。
I can endure anything.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Silent's army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Without Regala and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
やっぱりそういうこ
Only
とか。
option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister.
My sister.
Will be Silent's only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
たくさんあるだろ。
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regala's rebellion. From the air.
なるほど。
Wait. Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tenat.
それはいいじゃん。これは
The ancient Horus Titans
Horus
still
だよね。
possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regala's army and they'll receive quite a surprise. So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring silence to the table.
Not if. When.
一旦ここで保とう分かってたのか。
Erend, are you
イン
there?
タールード。
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me.
待ってまずここどこやねんっていうところがあって、ひょんなとこで知ったん。ウィーンとパンスペシャルレイストでなんじゃ拠点に行けっていうことか。とりあえずまあ話聞くか。
We're all... We're back at base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
Your voice. Alright. スターリングマルキードと YCITT の謎。ニュースアイテム。大革命になるか。前評判の高まる買収。しかし、売り手は美術史から起業家に転向。最先端の科学技術、そして魅力的なストーリー。アプリの名は YCITT。有名なフェルメールの傑作、寺院で私を受ける幼いキリスト。Young Christy in the Temple にちなんだもの。YCITT。なるほど。絵画を構成する各層の完璧なプログラムスキャンを作り、膨大な点数の芸術的なライブラリと比較することでかつてないほど正確に 傑作鑑定を可能にする。しかもその称号技術が芸術家以外にも広く応用できることはスターリング社経営陣の目には明らかだった。保安警備、開発対策、デジタル認証など他の分野においても同様のなるほど革新性を秘めていた。数億という額で買収に合意したのはそのためで、あらゆる技術系メディアで大々的に発表までした。しかしその2年後、プロジェクトは数々の控訴、非難、そして妨害行為の疑惑にまみれて破綻した。なぜ失敗したのか、誰の責任なのか、そして何よりも根幹にあった技術はどうなったのか。面目を潰された経営陣が張った有名無実のプロジェクトのレッテルに反し、現場関係者は誰もが有用性をデータ破損。なるほどね。それは確かに使えそうな技術ではある気がする。ここだな。おお、ロッテルダム、ロッテルダム、ロッテルダム、ドーン。大記録、ロッテルダム2033年、ニュースアイテム。反移民極右団体、純粋なヨーロッパを守る会によるサーバー攻撃により、新設された交渉艇でいいのかな、高潮艇わかんないね。への重要指示が上書きされ、超大型台風の到来時に街が無防備となってしまった。その結果生じた洪水はものの数分で街を飲み込み、地上から消し去ってしまいました。この人はね。私は運が良かったんです。当時8歳だったティルダ・ファンダ・ミーヤさんは話す。家族が裕福で貴重品を保管するための、水密倉庫があったのです。父がそこに私を閉じ込めて母を探しに行きました。水位が上昇して周りが静まる帰る中、両親が戻ってくることを祈り続けました。でもそれは叶いませんでした。壮絶な経験を語るティルダさんだが、それでも幸運な方だった。洪水はティルダさんの両親だけでなく10万人以上ものの命を奪い、そのうち約4万人は環境難民でデータ破損。なるほど。ティルダの市場が多少なりとも知れていくわけですね。
Just to let you know, I'm now patched into your focus network.
Wow.
Right.
Right.
I take it the other Zeniths can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regala's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood.
Understood. やる気なんか一応それ。見えんのよ俺、全然。明るくしてほしい。全然見えんのよ。これ来んかった俺。これかい？暗すぎてさ、見えんのよ。やっぱここなんだね。そうだと思ったさ。よいしょ。切ったよね。切った。鉄の花ね。拠点に帰ろう。噂話ある？もうない。だいぶ終盤なつもりなんだけど、どんな感じ？ 70.91 約 72% ですね。だいぶ終盤よ。公式じゃん。
When you're wounded, you have to strike back. Draw blood.
Hey! Can't I get one damn minute to mourn my friend?
Regala is going to slaughter my tribe to overthrow Hikaru. The Zeniths have Beta and Gaia. We can't sit around wallowing in our losses.
Kotalo's right.
Hikaru is right.
We must fight.
All right. So what are we gonna do, huh? Take on all of Regala's rebels?
Not to mention the Zeniths. What can we even do? Throw ourselves at their base?
Something like that.
Something like that.
So,
wow.
After we lost contact with you, we regrouped and went to GEMINI. What happened? The recording we found on Varl's focus cut off when that Zenith Eric...
The Zeniths were tracking Hephaestus. When Gaia trapped it in GEMINI, they knew where we were. After Varl tried to stop them. They took Beta and Gaia. I only survived because one of the Zeniths turned against the others to save me.
One of them? Well...
I know them.
At least we didn't lose you too. So what do we do now?
We're going to defeat the Zeniths. And get Beta and Gaia back. But first, we're going to stop Regala.
Regala.
How?
Back in GEMINI, Beta gave me a gift. There's something I need to do first to make it work, but it could put an end to the bloodshed.
Word is, Regala's readying her army for an all-out assault on the Grove. I need to be there.
I know. Go. Stand with Hikaru. And keep an eye on the sky.
Keep an eye.
Strike true as the 10.
The rest of you, whatever preparations you need to make, upgrades, resupplies, get on it. It won't be long before we take the fight to the Zeniths.
We'll be ready, Aloy. And when you're ready, meet me outside the east exit. I'd like to have a word in private.
そりゃそうだな。バールのこと話したいわ。
Even when things are darkest, you're the flame that lights the way forward.
Just tell me one. Am I gonna get to smash up a bunch of Zenith bastards?
We all
Zenith the bastard. Yosha.
Before I do anything else, I should check on Zoe. It sounded important.
天の翼、これでございますか。シャーカー。メインクエストでしたか、天の翼。めっちゃ後やん。めちゃくちゃ後やん。何これ
Focus.
バール。
It's Varl's.
悲しいじゃないの。
I used to think no Nora would ever accept one. But Varl did. Even when he was overwhelmed. He refused to let me push
も
him
う埋
back.
葬したのじゃあ。これはナイフ、くれたナイフでしょ。あとは変わらんかな。ワークベンチってこの部屋じゃないんだっけ。ああ、やっぱメインクエだよね、ゾウと話すの。そりゃそうだよ。お、すっげえ超える。あんたらと会話しなくて今はいいかなと思っている。あ、あった、どこだ。この中かワークベンチ。あったあったあった、ここか。まあ、ここじゃないところのワークベンチでも全然いいんだけどね。ポーチのアップグレード。どれこれか。お、カレードね、できんじゃん。そいつはそいつは。防具かいタール。グリーンシャイドがどんくらい取れるかがわかんないんだよね。スコーチャー、ストームバード。あれストームバードのストームキャノン。あ、ストームバードか。うんうん。まあまあまあまあ、別にそこは優先度高めなくてもいいかなとは思ってるからいいかな。待って、タスク完了。まあいいや。デラークスの略奪者取れるぞ。 ゾウとファナシー。東側って全然通ってないからな。あ、そっか、お墓があるとこなのかしら。そっか、ここにこんなのあったっけ。つか、ここに飛べよ、じゃあ。拠点に。拠点に行くとき、ここに飛んでくれよ、マジで。なんだよ、それ。まあいいわ。毎回ちょっとだけ遠回りしてたな。こんなのあってたの？めっちゃ歌る化してるやん。
Over here, Aloy.
これがバールか。
We would come out here to tend to the garden. Sometimes I needed fresh air. Other times we would simply sit and watch the sunrise. So when we returned from GEMINI, it seemed fitting that he be laid to rest here. Now he can always look out at Plains Song and further east to the Nora sacred lands.
なるほど。
He would have liked
東だ
that.
もんね。
He often spoke of his sister, Vala.
バーラ。
He said she used to gather her favorite golden blooms and tie them to her spear. Their mother called it
さ
useless.
すがに覚えてないな。
Vala was stubborn.
Yeah, she seemed like that.
It wasn't easy. But I tracked down the flower. Gathered its seeds.
あら。が芽吹くよ。芽吹くよって言ったけど、こんな言わんとこから花咲くんか、ほんまに。歌わなくていいです。歌わなくていいです。すみません。歌はいらないです。聞きたくないです。歌はいらない。歌はいらないよ。
From death follows new life. So it is with the land.
うん、いいじゃん。
And so it is with us. I'm with
Revenant?
Aloy. I was going to tell him when he got back from GEMINI.
No.
Instead, one day, I'll bring our child here. We'll sit among the blooms.
バールの野郎、アロイが頑張ってる間やることやってたな。あ、それが感動的な理解だから。
To thank him for saving my life, sure, but also for not giving up on me.
He always knew.
そっかそっか。先にストーリー進めた方がまあ移動とかもろもろ楽になるってことやね、結局ね。天の翼クリアした後じゃないといけないって言ってて、空からって言ってサンウィング、サンウィングじゃねえのかなあれ。
I promised to look after them.
I promised. 空飛べちゃうはちょっとテンション高いかもね。バールを弔う。
Try to visit again when I can. But for now, I need to go to the fabrication terminal to install the new override on my spear. Then I'll use it on a sunwing and get ready for an entrance Regala will never forget.
Goodbye. や、サンウィングのオーバーライドはめっちゃ点上げだね。実際問題。もうやったわよって言われちゃってるわ。サンダー女王。結局これ全員やんなきゃいけないってことでしょ、そういう意味ではね。まあまあ、時間かけてゆっくりやればいいや。時間かけてゆっくりってのも変な話か。対価なし。
Override installed. Now to find a sunwing. I think there are some roosting at the top of the mountain.
そうでもあんて。宇宙のゴミどもをぶっ倒してやる。まあ、一回クリアしてからかな。そういうのは。敵のレア素材やつとかは。
I can feel this frost. Okay, I need to find a sunwing to override. Better head up the mountain.
ターロか誰かがなんか見つけたとかって言ってたよね、確かに。サンフィングが山頂にいて、新しい腕の練習かなんかに使えるみたいな。でした気がするわ。ターロ。ノラの男性殺しすぎやでとも思いながらだな。イタちゃん、イタちゃん。イケマンタン。
Good. There are sunwings up here. We'll have to approach them quietly.
ドゥルドゥドゥって感じですか。ウィングゲッチュー。ゲッチュー。Got it. 乗っちゃっていいんですね。乗れるんですね。やっぱり。やっぱり乗れるんですね。あ、空飛べると思ったけど、これはテンション上がるね。あ、これはテンション上がるわ。ついに、ファイナリーだね。おおおおおお。バツ長押しで前方に飛ぶ。サンウィングの笛。うおわ、これはテントン上がぬ。バレルロール、バレルロール。
Whoa! Head rush. Hilda, I'm in the air.
Then you'll want to pick up an energy cell on one of the ancient Horus Titans. But first you must send out a pulse to activate them. I've sent you the necessary software. To deploy it, you'll have to override one of the communication machines you refer to as tallnecks. There's one in the middle of the desert that should do nicely.
On it.
完全にそのつもりで向かってた。On it. 早いわ。すごい早いかって言われたら微妙だけど早いわ。あー、そっかそっか。左スティックが上下なんだな。バツ押しっぱって結構めんどくさいんですよ。どう考えても楽だわ。またこれ野生動物倒さないな。
There's a tallneck. Need to get on top of its head.
変速してホバリング。あ ?R1 で上昇。R2 で加工。なるほど。加工してるこれ。
Know how to land this thing.
ね。
Made it. Just got over.
これで呼べないことになってるけど。
Okay, Tilda. Up over in the tall neck.
Good. And the energy cells are now primed. Simply pick one up on a Horus. The nearest one should be northwest of your position. Dropping it on Regala's machine should produce quite a spectacle.
Thanks for the assist.
I told you, I want to help.
最高だこれ。おおすげえ。おもろい。これさすがに遠すぎるか。最初に飛んだのはどうだあれ。天候負荷。なんてことだよ。そうですか、そうですか。これはね、いや、いいね。これはちょっと、シンプルにテンション上がっちゃう。これ、シリーズやってた人みんなテンション上がるんじゃないの？シンプルに。走ってる時っていうか、飛んでる時はこれで上下でやって、ホバリングの時は R で調整するんだね。いや、楽しいわ、これ。めちゃめちゃ攻撃はできないのかな？空中から攻撃はできないです。止まってたら攻撃できる。タロウ。バレコタロウ。マケールナタロウ。バレたところでよ。こっちは攻撃できねえからな。的だぞ。
There's the energy cell. Titan's back.
Titan's back. 回収する。
Got the cell.
おお、素晴らしい。そっちか。
Pulse from the tall neck should have reactivated all the energy cells in the region. I should be able to pick up more from the Horus I'll fly to. Be useful. Even after I deal with Regala.
使って何をするんだろう。ウィング好きだわ。シールドどうやって展開するんですか？オーバーライドもっとやんなきゃダメだな。何もしなかったけど、トレマータスクにバイオプリスパーク。トレマータスクにやっぱ落とすのか。お、デッカちゃん、デッカちゃん。孫いるんだぞ、デッカちゃんにはちゃんと。え、そこでいいの？あ、キューンってのってどうなの？デカちゃんもやられないの？機械だけ。おお。デカちゃんいける。デカちゃんいける。
It's Aloy.
It's Alloy.
The tide has turned. Push through.
Take it down. で、コターロ。
Now on your knees, and I'll give you the death you didn't have the spine to give me.
Down! The machines! All of them! They're down!
What? How's that possible?
Regala!
Regala! うちの孝太郎が世話になったな。
Enough bloodshed. Let's settle this. You and me.
Easy to say when you're atop a machine.
Well, that was just to get your attention. I don't need any help to take you down.
Fine. I accept your challenge. And once I'm done with you, I'll get to finish the slaughter.
We'll see about that.
The duel is set. Let none interfere.
勝手にやれ、勝手にやれ。俺にやらすな。まあ、下に降りてからだよね、やっぱり。ですよね。狭いとこはやりたくないもん。いくよん。ダン、うい。こんな弱くてたまるかよ、お前は。ほら、失敗した。いやー、踏み込みすげえな。ひるまないね。こいつ何 ?HP 全然減ってない。どんだけ頑丈なの。やべ、俺ひよってる。ガードしてるのちょっと。ドン。また伸びたぞあいつの剣。
So that's how it's gonna be.
ええよ、やったる。なるほど。足らんかった。狭いなおい。これで足場をなくしてくるのはずりーな。違うな、これで防具壊れないかな、お前の。顔が丸見えになってくるよ。しょっけい。弓術なら負けねえな。おお、スパイクスローラー。ちゃんとスキル取ってるね。そうだな。
Yeah, it is.
It is. 溜まってんだろ。溜まってんだったら遠慮すんなよ。ちょっと待てよ。落ち着きたまえ、落ち着きたまえ。 tenere gara. うん、ごめん、いらねえわ、この武器。
Fight! Fight until death! Is this how you give up your life?
動け。
My story!
微妙か？胃が微妙かな。氷入れてもあんまり言うほど効かないよな、こいつ。お、上手。あ、でも足はもうない。負けるんか。遠慮すんな。当たってないんか。
I will take this hallowed soil with your blood.
楽しいね、なかなか。うん、すごいね。絶対卑怯だろ、今の。ただの。あ、それはずれてるわ。嘘だろ、ケチ。ひるまねえんだって、顔面殴られたやつ。ふざけやがって。まあ正直負ける気はしなかったな。
Here I am again, on my knees before bootlets and cowards. Go ahead, run me through.
Shut your mouth, traitor.
It was you who flew in on the wings of the 10. You who challenged her. By our rights, you must decide her fate. I spared her once. It only made things worse. She was the best of my marshals. What a waste.
She's dangerous, all right. But maybe that's exactly what I need.
Cowards! What more do you have to conspire about?
Whether you live or die.
Live or die.
I'm not here to forgive you for your crimes. But there's another battle ahead. Against an enemy more powerful than anything you can imagine. And I need people. A squad. That's willing to do whatever it takes.
I don't want your mercy.
It's not mercy.
Marthy.
The battle I'm talking about? I'll be charging into a nightmare.
A better death than this? Yes. My blood is yours.
Oh, my blood is yours.
Are mine.
Meet us at our stronghold, in the mountains near Plainsong.
You mean to send her alone? Without even an armed guard?
She does not need it.
I will be there. You have my word.
I'll hold you to it.
Chief, there's something you both need to see. In the throne room.
Carl. 名前変えようぜ。 誰？オセラム。
He surrendered to our guards outside the grove. Claims he has an urgent message for the Outlander who defeated Regala.
So, state it.
It's for her alone. From an interested party.
誰ですか？
I'm gonna need some privacy.
Clear the room. Put him with the rest of Regala's soldiers.
Regala soldiers.
I'll see you back at base.
いいね、コタロ。
You saved the tribe. Let me help you with your mission.
No. With Regala gone, you have a chance to build the future you dreamed of. So get to your task.
Then at least allow me to give you this. Armor for the battle ahead. May it keep you safe.
Thank you, Regalo.
Thank you.
てかこの状態だったらアーロイが席外した方が早かったんちゃう？
Do you have any idea what you've just done?
Oh, it's a pleasure to see you too, Silence.
Congratulations on your victory. You saved the Tanakh for a few weeks. Unfortunately, you've doomed the entire planet as well.
Wrong. I don't need a Tanakh army to defeat the Zeniths.
Oh, Eloy. Have you learned nothing about the enemy we're up against?
More than you, hiding whatever hole you found. My idea is just better than anything you ever came up with.
Go on.
No, not here.
Go on.
We're doing this my way. Face to face, and with the weapon you've developed.
And why would I agree to that?
Because I'm your only way of beating the Zeniths, and getting the copy of Apollo that's on their ship. So meet me at my base. Mountains west of Plainsong. Time to submit to the inevitable silence and follow the person who actually knows what she's doing.
かっこいい。
Don't be late.
Don't be late. いいよ。ぐちゃ。いいよ。天の翼。
Tilda, you there? I did it. Silence is on board. So head to my base.
Silence on board.
Impressive. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Now that I can fly, I might want to see what else I can do before I head back.
そうしますか？いやー、ちょっとね、これはね、テンション上がっちゃうよね。やっぱまあ。男の子はみんな飛びたいでしょとか言いながら、なんかすげえ音鳴った。ちょっと待って。なにコロコロコロ。あ、大丈夫か。びっくりした。コロコロ言うて。3でも、あれか？じゃあいいか。したら、ここで一旦休憩しますか。ありがとうございました。また続きやります。